This week we have a very exciting episode.
Indeed we do.
This episode features a husband.
Oh,
An,
it's always a
an
husband.
affair.
Oh.
A suicide note.
A'udhu billah.
And not knowing what's real anymore. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So, without further ado, guys, trigger warning, there's going to be mention of suicide. Husband says his affair partner committed suicide, but she's still active on social media. I don't know what's real anymore. My husband had an affair with a woman who is a high-level executive at a tech company for at least a year. I found out in January of 22 and he broke it off with her and we started couples therapy. He made it clear that he wanted our marriage to work. Last night he told me that a few months after he broke up with her, she committed suicide. He said she kept reaching out to him for months after he broke up with her through her friends and through different phone numbers, and that he kept blocking. He says she attempted suicide at least twice in that time. I guess he tried to help, but it didn't work.
Oh God.
Her ex called him in May of last year to say that she had taken her own life and that she left instructions that he was to read my husband the suicide note. Husband featured very prominently in it, though the main reason she cited was a toxic work environment. No one would tell him when the funeral was because the note said she didn't want him to know. He said lawyers called after that and told him she left him $5 million, which he turned down, so it went to charity instead. He said friends of hers kept calling months later to try to get him to contest the will, though I don't understand why they would care. In any case, husband tells me all of this just last night, months after the fact, and I tried to comfort him because that has to be devastating. But here's the thing. She's still active on LinkedIn and I don't think it's just a bot. She gave a deep... Stop.
Guys, I'm sorry you can hear my nasally laugh. Oh, what the hell? So she's still active on the LinkedIn?
Yeah, and she said I don't think it's a bot. Anyway,
Okay.
well, let's continue. She gave a detailed recommendation for someone like 2 weeks ago and received one in return, talking in detail about her work over the last year. Multiple posts in the last month alone, even from other people talking about meetings they had with her. That's the only social media she ever had, so there's nothing else for me to check. I don't know if he lied to me or if she lied to him, but either way, I'm losing my freaking mind over here. Is she alive? Is she not? Is it even any of my business? Do I try to track down a death certificate, call her office and see if she still works there? And if she is alive, what then? Is that better? Do I tell my husband or do I take this secret to my grave? These are just some of the questions that are running through my head. I don't actually want her to be dead, but if she's alive, it would mean that she put together an incredible, elaborate scheme and got multiple people in on it, all to convince him that she killed herself, but that he was only partially responsible. It makes no sense. It makes me feel crazy, like how I felt during this affair, before I finally had enough proof that he couldn't possibly deny it. I knew something was wrong, but he swore I was just paranoid. Ugh. Months of lies like that work their way into your brain. You question everything you think because you can't tell what's real anymore. This just brings all of those feelings right back to the surface. And on top of that, I feel so selfish for even questioning it. A woman died. What is wrong with me that I would even consider the possibility of some giant conspiracy like this? I just want this to stop. I want to go back in time and unknow all of this. Maybe I should just leave it to be, but I feel like if I could just be certain of the truth, whatever the truth is, then all of these feelings would stop. I can't talk to anyone about it because none of my friends even know about the affair. And because, let's be real, I'm a horrible person for even thinking this might be true. I'm probably just subconsciously trying to relieve my own guilt or something. But I needed to tell someone, so now I've told all of you. It didn't make me feel any better. Life sucks. I want to scream. Update. There is no obituary. No evidence of her death online at all. There should definitely be something. Update number 2.
What?
I looked up his phone records and her ex-husband has been calling him a couple of times every month. I am now even more confused than before.
This is a murder mystery. What is going on?
This just doesn't
Read the comments on the thing. What does it say?
So someone said, are you sure your husband didn't make this all up so that you would start feeling secure in your marriage again? She's dead now and no longer a threat to your marriage.
Valid.
My suggestion, look up her current employer on LinkedIn and call the office and ask to be connected to her.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Where is the proof of the 5 million? Where is the copy of the note? Where is the copy of the death certificate? Who else thinks husband is spinning many lies?
Oh my god. Imagine he did all of this and he's still seeing her.
Oh my god.
Because can we just, this reminds me of Gone Girl a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But Gone Girl is an amazing movie, by the way. You guys need to go watch it. But the other thing I was going to say is, there's so many like...
He turned down 5 million.
I would never turn down. This cost of living. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, no, I actually thought that in my head while you were reading. I would never turn it down.
I would never.
But then again, you're the reason why she died. So why would you accept it? But even though I wouldn't care, that's 5 million.
Do you know what I mean? That's going to set me up for life.
Are we just hungry for money? What is it? What would you guys do? Please let us know.
Yeah, what would you do?
Would you keep the 5 million? But anyway, let's not digress. We need to figure this out.
I'm so confused right now.
This sounds to me like an elaborate ploy to get the I'm just going to say the mother, to get the wife to accept him again and to feel bad for him because of the situation, because it doesn't make any sense. And also, that's something I would do if my husband cheated and his so-called mistress died suddenly because of him. I would check on. I would investigate her, all her social media, to see, you know, who's mourning her.
Exactly.
The people.
Facebook messages of people that she knows. Usually there is a message.
Yeah.
R.I.P. so I'll type R.I.P. her first and last name on Twitter.
Exactly. Something will come up.
Exactly.
Or the company that she works for will make a little statement on their website to say this so and so has died.
Exactly.
You know, send their best wishes, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Or they'll say something like, present. We're holding a memorial service for her.
Exactly. And did she not work with him?
Yeah.
So they work together.
Where's the memorial service?
Exactly, it just doesn't make any... And also, how is he dealing with this?
That seems fine.
There would be a lot of guilt in me if I had an affair and the person that I had an affair with killed themselves because of the situation that we created.
And it doesn't sound like he's got a lot of guilt.
No, he doesn't. It just seems like he's cruising by.
Yeah, it's just like he's getting on with life. I think she's still alive. And I think they're still together, and they're living a life elsewhere.
I think he's lied to them both to keep his actual wife secure.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to leave the actual wife. He wants to have his cake and eat it.
Exactly, because what woman would stay with him after he said to her, "Sorry, I told my wife that you killed yourself," and made up this elaborate ploy that you've given? But what does her 5 million have to do with her killing herself? Why would she give him 5 million?
Yeah, wouldn't the family be pissed off at the fact that, you know, he's come up multiple times in her suicide note? Should they not, like, blame him? Like, because that's what a family would do. Like, if somebody...
And then if she's written it in her will before she died...
Why would she put 5 million? Oh, because she likes him.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
I know.
And then he said no to the 5 million. I think it's telling poor kids.
And then the fact that he's trying to make himself out to be very charitable.
Let's donate to charity.
Human being. I'm donating the 5 million. Not even donating $1 million to charity and keep him full.
Something sounds off.
What do the comments say? The people of Reddit are wise and they know all. I'm telling you.
They said get a private investigator involved.
Oh my god. It's blown up the case.
Someone said I would run a full background check on the wife's ex-husband.
True.
I have to wonder if the ex-husband is even real. Is the affair partner.
True. Oh my god.
You could also do a background check on her. If you know everything about her, there are sites online that give you all public information on someone. Okay. There's a lot of background check.
I just think her gut feeling has made her realise something's not right here and she needs to investigate.
She has to. Oh, should we see if there's part 2?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All she's done is updates, but I need an actual part 2. Oh god, no, that's not the one. Okay, here we go.
Click on her name. Guys, Reddit is an amazing place.
Oh, she's only got the one.
Oh, when was this posted?
This was posted 21 hours ago.
We shall be patient,
Fresh
guys.
topic.
Honestly, I just think the length men would go to hide a lie and an affair. To this point, you must be a psychopath. I'm actually telling you. You've got the energy to come up with this huge lie.
It's just made me laugh that she died, but her LinkedIn is active. What?
I'm like, my girl's progressive. Bloody hell. She's working from the grave.
on LinkedIn.
She's working from the grave. Capitalism is chasing her in her akhirah. What the hell?
She needs to pay rent.
No, that's it. Honestly, it leads more to the fact that he might be lying.
No, it does, because it's like, I think this affair has come out. She's left her current job, the one that they were working with together, and then she's gone off to do her own thing. And I feel like this guy, to absolve himself of feeling any guilt or losing his wife, because they are in couples therapy and maybe she's pulling back. He's made up this whole thing.
Elaborate lie. But then the people that are in on it. But then are they just coming from him? So
he might have hired someone to say, she's left you 5 million. She's killed herself.
He's come up with this enormous plan and not just live with the fact that he had an affair.
Exactly.
Like, this is even worse for me.
This is actually crazy. If that is the story.
Yeah. Because I can't comprehend. Or why would someone say, imagine she put in her will, keep my LinkedIn alive and working. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. Was it like, use my, like, that's impact, it's fraud. I don't know what to believe. Do you think he's contacted someone, paid actors, to say, you need to contact me and say that the person that I was cheating with has committed suicide and she's left me 5 million in her will?
You know what? I wouldn't put it past people, you know. People do some messed up shit to get away with stuff.
I know.
I just think, yeah, the husband that's calling might be her. And he saved her as that number, because she doesn't have any other person giving her any sort of information except from him.
It's all coming from him.
Well, go back to the story.
That's another red flag.
Because even with the 5 million and stuff, she said the family were contesting it, but that information's coming from him.
Exactly. It's not coming from the family. Or he could be pretending to be on the phone to the family in front
How
of her.
sick!
Oh my God. Sick. She needs to start going through his phone.
No, but she needs to do more investigating. No, she needs to do more investigating.
So she keeps saying, husband tells me.
Exactly, it's him. It's coming from the horse's mouth. It's not coming from a third party.
He said friends of hers kept calling. So it's all oh no, this is so creepy. If he's done this,
this is sick.
This is crazy.
But I also have to give it to him. This is literally.
He says she attempted suicide. So it's all he said.
Yeah.
It's not her. No, she needs to use her brain.
Academy Award goes to this man.
It's amazing.
For 2023.
No, but you know
amazing
what? It's actually
he needs to go for a new
job.
A new career.
Right?
This is this is Brad Pitt in the making. Like, what the hell?
Like, this is actually incredible. He's made this all up. I have reason to believe he's made this all up.
Just to keep his wife.
Just to keep her kishti. Just to keep her sweet. Wait, I'm trying to find the bit about the will. So basically, he said lawyers called after that and told him she left him 5 minutes. Oh my God.
Guys, this is a blatant lie.
No, this is...
He's lying to her.
Yeah.
Darling, you know what she needs, that woman? You remember when Lee cheated?
Who's Lee?
Lee from Big Brother.
Oh yeah, Casey, he's mugged you off.
He's mugged you off.
Was it Casey? Yeah, Casey.
Yeah. And her mum came in, darling.
He's mugged you off.
That's exactly what's happening to her.
She needs her mother.
She needs to wake up from the delusion of forgiving the husband. He is a sociopath.
He's actually insane. Well, like,
if someone can go to this elaborate level to hide a fucking affair, he can kill you and get away with it. Wallahi, he can murder you tonight. And he can come up with a ruse and say, you left and you killed yourself.
Oh, do you know what's so sweet? She trusts him so much after, like, for him to be able to say all of that and believe him, and he literally cheated on her prior. How sad is that? Like, how can you trust this man to be spewing this to you and you're not second guessing it after he like did the ultimate betrayal? So I don't know, do I blame this lady for not using her intuition? I mean, I feel like she's come to Reddit because her intuition is telling her that something's wrong.
I don't think there's a blame game, I just think she needs to wake up. And also the fact that he said he's doing couples counselling with her, like, you would want to believe him. But, boy, she's going to need her own therapist for this to get out of this situation, I'll tell you that. Because it's a whole nother situation.
I don't even know what to say. Oh, but I don't even know what to say.
Darling, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Is that a saying? You need to wake up and smell the chai, okay? The chai latte. And that means you need to do some more investigating. Go on his laptop.
Go on his phone.
Figure out who the husband is.
Get a private investigator.
Get a PI. And
find out where this woman is. Find out the location that she's sending these LinkedIn messages from.
She needs to call the workplace and
get her details. But then they won't give that away because data protection. But she needs to call the workplace and say, hi, can you put me through to the name of the person? If she hears her voice on the other end of that phone.
Hello, this is so-and-so. How can I help you?
Horror.
Naya, what's going on?
Namanashai.
Are you calling from the grave? Stop the line. Anyway, guys, yeah, this is mad. This is mad. This is literally, this is a poster card, a t-shirt for do not trust your husband.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to our first scenario. Please stick around for the next scenario, which should be on YouTube the following week.